Joined now by Ryan Smyth. And Coach, you kept Jonathan Bautista in for almost a full 5 innings, and he was facing some pressure on the base paths, was giving up hits and walks. But what did you see from him that kept him in for that long?
I thought he threw all right, and it comes down to, at this point, we're kind of in the middle of a long stretch. Some guys are going to have to eat up some innings here and be efficient, and obviously you saw some guys had to wear some innings tonight, and it just wasn't our night.
And you had some pitchers come in that this was their first time pitching, so do you think some of their struggles with finding the zone was maybe just some first game nerves?
Yeah, it could be nerves. I mean, you see that even with hitters, a little antsy at the dish. Once we settle in, they'll be fine. They'll be able to bounce back.
In the past few games, there have been some miscues defensively. Is that a chemistry thing that you'll be able to work on in the next few days?
I think in general, we've been giving up a lot of free passes, and when pitchers are walking a little slow, we got some walks coming in. Defense kind of gets on the heels a little bit, so we just got to pick up the pace a little bit, compete in the zone, and not fear the barrel. Let guys put a ball in play, and we have a really good defense, so we do that, we'll be all right.
On moving forward, first of all, like you said, you're in the middle of a long stretch of games, and then tomorrow is a quick turnaround with a 4:45 start. So just what are you feeling towards that game tomorrow?
We play tomorrow. Quick turnaround, maybe sometimes is a good thing. We just get right back on the field, and we'll flush today, and we'll get after it tomorrow.
Great, thank you.
Your final tonight from Guv Fuller Field, Falmouth 12, Wareham 2. It was a tough one tonight for the Gatemen. 7 Falmouth runs in their last 2 trips to the plate in the 7th and the 8th innings, respectively. The story tonight, 11 free passes from the pitching staff.
Yeah, I'm going to go out and say this was probably the ugliest game we've seen for the Gatemen. They played 10 so far. This was not pretty. It was a close game for a while. They kept it close. It kind of just felt like it dragged on, right? Really long game, dragged on. It was still close for a long time, and then finally the Falmouth hitting woke up. Very similar to how it did in the first game. This was not good. This was not good at all. But again, summer ball, you get to play tomorrow, and another chance to rebound with a win.
The game was decently close until the 7th inning, and then Falmouth sent 10 guys to the plate, scored 5 times on only 2 hits. So the Gatemen pitching staff has to rebound tomorrow, and the offense as well. 9 hits, but left a lot of runners on base and really couldn't get the timely hit that they needed.
Yeah, and it's been an issue the last couple of games in spurts, and tonight it was an issue overall. They got to get runners in. When the runners get on base, and they're really good at that. They had 9 hits tonight. They got to get runners in, and that's something that, is just going to come from playing more baseball. Hopefully that'll change tomorrow. Very much looking forward to a new day. I think everybody is, and the debut of Casey Talent.
The Gatemen fall to 4-5-1 on the young season. They still remain 3rd place in the Western Division. We'll see it tomorrow against the Whitey Red Sox from Red Wilson Field, 4:45 first pitch. We'll see you then on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Good night, everybody.